May 19th, 2025. May I have roll call, please?
Alderman Sykes.
Here.
Alderman Bolt.
Here.
Administrator Watson.
Here.
Mayor Dover.
Here.
Attorney Voss.
Here.
Alderman Silley.
Here.
Alderman Shelton.
Here.
Would you please rise for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so the first thing is the consent agenda, which consists of the council report and the board of alderman meetings from the May 5th, 2025 meeting.
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented. I'll second.
May I roll call, please?
Alderman Sykes.
Aye.
Alderman Dover.
Aye.
Alderman Silley.
Aye.
Alderman Shelton.
Aye.
Okay. Next, we have new business. We have the appointment of Clayton Buckthorpe to the IDA board for a term of 3 years.
I make a motion to approve the appointment of Clayton Buckthorpe to the IDA board for a term of 3 years.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposition? Motion passes, so Clayton will be on the IDA for a term of 3 years. Next is the renewal of Clayton Buckthorpe to the park board for a term of 2 years.
Make a motion to accept the recommendation for renewal of Clayton Buckthorpe to the park board for a term of 2 years. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposition? So Clayton will be on the park board for a term of 2 years. Next is we have the renewal of Kathy Johnson to the park board for a term of 2 years.
I'll make a motion to approve the renewal of Kathy Johnson to the park board for a term of 3 years.
Two.
2.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposition? Motion carries. Next is we have the renewal of Andrew Saling to the park board for a term of 1 year.
I make a motion to approve the renewal of Andrew Saling's appointment to the park board for a term of 1 year.
I'll second. I'll recuse myself from voting.
May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Sykes.
Aye.
Alderman Dover.
Aye.
Alderman Shelton.
Aye.
So Andrew Saling will be on the park board for a term of 1 year. All right, next we have the renewal of Dan Heck to the park board for a term of 1 year.
I make a motion to approve the renewal of Dan Heck to the park board for a term of 1 year. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposition? Motion passes. For Dan Heck to be to the park board for a term of 1 year. So we also have Serena Bruni to be a renewal of Serena Bruni to the P&Z board for a term of 4 years.
I'll make a motion to renew Serena Bruni's term on the planning and zoning committee for a term of 4 years. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries for Serena to be on the P&Z board for a term of 4 years. So next on the agenda is the appointments for the park board and the planning and zoning. For our planning and zoning, I'm going to recommend Alderman Shelton as the liaison to the planning and zoning.
I make a motion to appoint Alderman Shelton to the planning and zoning liaison.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is the appointment for the liaison to the park board. I am recommending Alderman Sailing as a liaison to the park board.
I make a motion to appoint Alderman Sailing to the park board as liaison.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next is removing former Mayor Cozy Bailey from all bank accounts and adding Mayor Brad Dorff to all bank accounts.
Make a motion to remove Cozy Bailey from bank accounts and add Mayor Brad Delworth.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we have the Meadow Oaks subdivision. Administrator Wilkie.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to call on Craig to come up and kind of give you a summary of this. Thank you, Craig.
Good evening. You'll find in your packets a request to vacate Gracie Way, the undeveloped portion of Gracie Way Drive, which is in Meadow Oaks subdivision. The persons requesting this is Michael Fuchs. Zach Fuchs is here on his behalf, and Ida Bowles. You'll also find in your packets, Planning and Zoning did recommend approval of this street vacate. Also, the petitioners have submitted all required documentation. If you look at your map I gave you a while ago, the red lines depict the area of that undeveloped street that they're requesting to vacate. The back line of that red area does abut a lot in the new development of Meadow Oaks. You'll find an affidavit from Mr. Klein, who owns that. He bought that development. He did sign an affidavit that he does approve this. So all the neighbors around that area do request to have this done. Do you have any questions?
Can I just make one more comment, Craig?
Yes.
So the bottom line here is that we had a road that was originally going to happen. And, sometimes development slows. And so now it's kind of picking back up in this area. But the people behind this road have already bought the property and have no intention of providing us a throughput for that road. So this is a road to nowhere. And the best thing that we can do right now is give each of those neighbors, vacate it, give each of those neighbors that property and move on. So I just wanted to kind of summarize that for everybody. And both Craig and I do recommend approval here. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce bill number 2025-20 for first and second reading by title only.
First reading, an ordinance approving Meadow Oaks subdivision plat 8 being a re-subdivision of lot 15A of Meadow Oaks subdivision plat 4 and lot 16A of Meadow Oaks subdivision plat 5, part of the southeast quarter of section 25, T42N R1W of the 5th PM in the city of St. Clair, Franklin County, Missouri, and vacating that portion of Gracie Way lying south of the south right-of-way line of Meadow Oaks Drive as shown on said plat. Second reading, an ordinance approving Meadow Oaks subdivision plat 8 being a re-subdivision on lot 15A of Meadow Oaks subdivision plat 4 and lot 16A of Meadow Oaks subdivision plat 5, part of the northeast quarter of the southeast quarter of section 25, T42N R1W of the 5th PM in the city of St. Clair, Franklin County, Missouri, and vacating that portion of Gracie Way lying south on the south right-of-way line of Meadow Oaks Drive as shown on said plat.
I move to approve bill number 2025-20. I'll second.
number 2215. All right, next item is the St. Louis Regional Hazard Mitigation Plan. Alderman Wilkie, or excuse me, Administrator.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm not sure if that's a promotion or not. Anyway, thank you, sir. Yeah, if you guys have, I'm going to kind of provide a summary here, but if you guys have detailed questions, this is really Craig's baby. He's been working on this and has done a really nice job with this. But essentially, the purpose of this hazardous mitigation plan is to reduce or eliminate long-term risk to people and property from hazards such as the tornado that we had recently. What this does is it makes sure that everybody in the region is following the same plan and everybody is on the same level. It doesn't necessarily cost us anything to do this, but what it does is make us safer because we are doing the same things that every other community around us is doing as we prepare for the possibility of hazard mitigation. Did I summarize that pretty good there, Craig? So we do recommend approval, and if you guys approve this, we will get this signed and sent on to the East-West Gateway promptly. Thank you.
I move to approve Resolution 2025-04. I'll second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Sykes.
Aye.
Alderman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderman Sterling.
Aye.
Alderman Chaplin.
Aye.
Carries.
There are three simple changes I
Sorry,
tell them
man.
all.
Watching the radar to see if it's going to fall up. Keeping us safe.
Still a ways away. Sorry.
It is your turn, Attorney Goss.
Storm is not here yet.
Good enough.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Administrator Welty.
Yeah, I do have a couple of quick things. I'll try to be quick, even though my I did get my microphone to work. Thank you very much. I'll start with the splash park. So we've been talking about this behind the scenes, and I know that most of the board members and the mayor already know what I'm getting ready to say, but the bottom line is that when we closed the splash park last year, we only had one working feature on the splash park. So the goal was to try and get the splash park back up and running, and I had told the board that my goal was to do that and have it up and running this year. Well, after doing a lot of research, working with the engineers, working with the aquatics company that we are working with to try and get this done, that is not going to be possible. Unfortunately, the parts that we need are made in Holland, and we're getting ready to finalize all this and bring it to the board, but when we bring it to the board, even if I had brought it to the board 2 months ago, we won't get the parts. They're like 6 months out. So it was never going to happen, even though I wanted it to happen. I was very hopeful that we would have it open this year, but we will not have it open this year. We're going to put a message out on Facebook, and we have made a poster that we're going to put up on site showing folks what they're going to get in 2026 when we do open this. So it's kind of a timing thing, though, because I don't have the engineering and the construction stuff done yet, and so I'm a little tentative to tell the public, hey, this is what we're going to do in 26 if the board has not even voted on it yet. So that's kind of where we are. We will put something out on Facebook about this and try and keep the public in the know. And then the tentative plan is that I will bring this all to the board on June 16th, which is the second meeting in June, and we'll hopefully get your all's approval and start moving forward with this. So that's unfortunate, but the whole thing here is that we want to put something out there that's safe, and we want to put something out there that we can maintain and will be a great and fun thing for the kids to do year over year over year moving into the future. And the only way to do that is to do it right. And so that's what we're going to try to do. So the other thing I'll mention is Mayor Dilworth has asked me to put together a meet and greet for the mayor, the board, and administration. And that will be directly following the next board meeting in the gym. And myself, Megan Campbell, our city clerk, and our 5 elected officials will be there to Attorney Voss, you are welcome to come if you want. You don't, next meeting, you don't have to, but you're welcome. And the idea here is just to be available for citizens to ask questions. We want to try to educate citizens on our roles, and just make sure that the public knows that we're here to help. So that's coming, and that is going to be directly following the next board meeting on June 2nd. Last but not least, and Zach, I was going to do this before we talked, but I do want to thank Dogwood. Dogwood has decided to help us rehab the gazebo, and they are only going to charge us costs. So this makes it very easy for me to decide who we're going to have do this job. And a special thanks to Zach, because I know he was a big part of this. And once we get this all done, we'll do something a little bit more than this, Zach. We'll put it on Facebook or something to let everybody know. But Dogwood is truly a friend of the city, and they are going to basically invest their time to help us rebuild this old gazebo. Technically, it won't be a gazebo anymore. It'll only have like the four corners, but it's going to be really nice when we're done. And I think Zach's going to get started on this sometime in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and we're going to get that going. So special thanks to Dogwood and Zach on that. So other than that, I think that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. The building department?
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. So the Park Advisory Board, Alderman Sykes?
They will meet on the 27th of May at 6 p.m.
And just so the Park Board meets what day again, please?
It is the 4th Tuesday at 6 p.m. It's actually the 27th is the Tuesday. Yep.
Thank you. And Captain Brett?
Yeah, I have one thing. So as we've always done here, we've always given courtesy to let you, the board and mayor, know when we're in the hiring process. We have given a young man named Trenton Kaiser a conditional offer of employment, pending the rest of the pre-employment stuff that is needed to be done. So he just graduated the academy last week, so he's ready to do that.
That's awesome.
Was he by chance one of them that was at the hiring fair that you all?
So no, he's in the Jefferson County Academy, and I haven't heard out of Jefferson County yet. So no, it wasn't one of the ones that we did yet. So, but this is a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
so,
Thank you.
The other business, any board members? Public participation? Alrighty, so our next scheduled meeting is scheduled for Monday, June 2nd at 7 p.m. As Administrator Welty had already hit on about the meet the mayor and the aldermen, which is June 2nd, after the meeting, roughly 7:30, hopefully before 7:30. But we do have to conduct the business. So the other thing is just invite your people that you know to, everyone is welcome to come to the meetings. They do not have to wait till 7:30 to come to the meet and greet. Definitely come to the meeting, get involved. All right, so motion to adjourn.
Motion made.
Second.
Motion carries. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposition?
I think you said 27. Okay.